Check this out.
I was trying to aura farm.
You were doing such a good job.
But it looks broken. It looks like it's frozen. Everyone's gonna be like, what? Retention's
Good
gonna be
thing-
like right off.
Good thing I didn't do it too. We was just sitting there and like your aura farming looked so good. And mine's over here. I'm just like this.
I'm
like,
I'm
"Oh, they're
standing
just
too
frozen."
far back though because I'm like 5'5", so I'm standing too far back, so I just look small. It's like, wow, that dude is small.
You look beefy though, man. You looking strong.
Well, just wait, bro. Just wait. I started my squat program. And then
Yeah.
I lead with the quads, just quads for days. But what's up, y'all? We are Writers Bloc. I'm Sam.
Marc.
And today we have a really super fun episode. You're gonna love every second of it. Buckle up; it's gonna be freaking amazing. You know what? Go on and subscribe because we got some more fun exercises and episodes planned, and exercises if you want to squat planned for us. But this is aura farming week, so aura farming has become popularized. It's been a thing for a while now. I think it's the best concept ever. It's amazing. It's just. Who did this? The Zennials? Did they put a term on it? Because it's always been happening, and Zennials would brand it in a way to like, it's like, wow, that's why have we not called it that this entire time? That's amazing.
They give them the credit. It's them. They
definitely give you y'all. We give you the credit. That's a freaking amazing, great term. We would have never thought of it. We'd just be like, yo, that's cool.
Yeah,
we would leave it at that. We would leave it at that. But
where's my clapping sound? I thought I had an applause.
Oh,
do I have it? Is it doing it?
Yeah, that was great. I heard it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. So we got. So we're gonna go into aura farming. We'll talk about the definition of it. Aura farming is the coolest thing in the entire world. It's been happening for centuries. But now we know what it's called. Thank you, Zennials. It is a hot term right now because of this guy right here. Because of this guy, freaking Agamemnon, just because he looks that cool. It's like, you can break the story. The armor can be accurate or not. Like no one cares. Like it's so cool that it's absolutely the coolest. It's the right decision in all situations. And so, so he's kind of popularized it. We'll talk about what it is, and then we're going to go through our list of some of the best aura farming moments, all the best ones we could come up with without having to research too much.
Yeah.
But
you know, it'd be fun to do also. I don't know if we want to do it, if we'll have time. It would be, when have you aura farmed either in your writing or in real life?
I love it. Yeah, I mean, I think that's so again, there's different strengths. We're both writers, right? There's different strengths with different mediums. So like a play has a different strength than movie and TV has a different strength than a novel. I love to aura farm in the novels. I love to have a character aura farm in the right moment, and I love to have them. You know, it's gonna be wittier. They're gonna talk crap, and the words are just gonna be perfect. You know what I mean? And but there's got to be that moment where the good guy faces the bad guy, and you know, high drama, and the stakes are whatever they are. And it's just you got to milk that for all it's worth, and you get to sit in that in the novel, and then of course you know, TV. It's incredible. I don't know about plays. That'd probably be harder to aura farm in a play.
Yeah,
it's all dialogue based, you know.
It's all dialogue based. It makes me think a little bit of and this is a movie, but it's kind of set like a play, like the set pieces are. The Princess Bride, and the most I can think of aura farming is like when they have their sword fight on the cliffs of insanity. There's a guy in black and there's Inigo Montoya, and they're fighting and they hit and they pose to the music. And then they continue fighting, and I think that's like the most I could think of, like aura farming.
Or it's witty. They'll be like, one thing you don't know is that I'm not left-handed, or I'm not left-handed. And he switches, and he's like, one thing you don't know is I'm not left-handed.
Yeah,
so great.
Oh man, that's one of my favorite movies.
We should have put that in here. So that's an honorary mention. But let's start with the definition. So the definition, let me look it up real quick. Let's see.
By the way, guys, we just hit 200 subscribers, so come on, dude.
Let's go. How about a little channel? The algorithm is not gonna do it for us. It's got to be y'all, and then eventually the algorithm be like, these guys are awesome because people say they are,
or these guys are awesome because You guys are awesome.
because you guys are awesome. Literally, that's the way it's supposed to be. Like
That's the
and
way it's
subscribe.
supposed to be. Like and subscribe.
That's the way it's supposed to be. Again, that's one of the big reasons we're here is to find the people who will genuinely love our books. We're writing, we're getting published, and we got several projects rolling, and we're committed to the process. And the process is not trying to pawn our books off on poor people. The process is to find people who love the same stuff we love, so that we can have a blast and talk about it. And whenever our book comes out, and whenever our books come out, you are going to be first in line to hear about those. So got something coming out in 2027,
Yep.
and more beyond. So
And we might even
def-
release some books for like beta readers. Some fun things
totally,
every now and
totally.
then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
Get on
we
the
would
list.
we would let people. We're going to be giving books away for free and stuff. Like, it doesn't matter if you're protective over your product and stuff. That's just not how it spreads. You want
Yeah.
people to fall in love with what you do, and if it's good enough, and if they fall in love with it, then it becomes a thing, and that's
Yep.
being an author. So
Important to know
um,
you can't aura farm if you're Gollum.
you
Right.
you can't if you're good. That's good. He's just in a cave by himself.
Yeah.
It's the opposite of we are aura farming. That's what we are doing as
It's us.
authors. We want to be Gollum in the cave, just writing, because
We do.
we love it. But you have to aura farm, and you know what? It can be fun. Let's have
It
fun
can
with
be.
it instead of
You gotta do
complaining
it
about
right.
marketing. Yeah, all authors like you have to market. I'm like, well, you're finding people who are great, and you're geeking out over the same awesome stuff.
Yeah.
Let's just have fun. Let's have fun.
Have fun doing it.
Live by it. Okay, aura farming. Here we go. Intro officially over.
All right.
What minute are we at? Of course, 6 minutes.
6 minutes. All right. If essentially all of this is living rent free in our head.
It totally
That's
is.
aura farming. That's a
Aura farm.
visual for my editing, so I know
Yeah,
where
it
to
is. It
start.
is. Internet slang for intentionally doing things to look cool, confident, or impressive in order to boost your social status or gain aura points. It's amazing. So, what does it mean to you? Would you add anything to that? I know that's like the most AI definition I've ever heard. Like,
Aura points is my favorite thing they said there. So can you imagine if you said, "Can you define that?" and they didn't read everything, they just went, "This should be enough aura points," and you go, "That's the same." It sounds great, actually, but I'm just saying, like, I asked you what aura farming was, and your response was aura points. I'm like,
yeah,
that's just the same word with another word after it.
that's the worst definition ever. I don't know, man. It's that moment, and of course, it's probably popularized more in like anime. I would think you're into
Oh
more.
yeah.
You watch more anime than I have, but it's that
Hmm.
moment where it, it it's done for the cinematography, not for the story. Because
Yeah.
they're like, that this thing isn't happening second by second according to this like clock. So if we want to sit here for 18 seconds with the dude standing there and flames coming off him, like it's not
Yeah.
literally 18 seconds, but that's the perception of what it would feel like if you're standing there and he's like hulking over you, whoever it is. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I read this thing that was very interesting. No. I saw this thing, pardon me. I saw it was a short on YouTube. It was I'll try and find him. We'll put him in this description. Asian guy that normally talks about historical things that happened in Japan that are so cool, but he was talking about how somebody asked one of the great anime authors why the bad guys don't attack Sailor Moon and their team while they're transforming, because they just be like, I'm gonna transform Sailor Moon, and then it's like a 20-second thing where they're
yeah.
just like
So they
magically
just
changing outfits, and the bad guys over there like, just can't wait. When you get done, oh, we're fighting. And you're like, my guy, she's going to be really strong. You should
yeah,
just
do it.
stab
Stop
her.
her. Stop her right
Stab her.
now.
I'm not cheering for you. I'm cheering for common sense. You need to kill her.
So
You
I'm
know,
gonna throw a quick monkey wrench in this. You ready?
okay, do
We,
it.
we always roll with the flow. We know.
We do.
This list today is all dudes. Okay, we are
Oh,
going
it
to do
is.
another episode, which is
Mm-hmm.
all ladies or farming, just
Mm-hmm.
females. And yeah, so get ready.
Mm.
But this is the bro list of
It's the
best
bro list
bro moments or farming, and
that we
then
quickly came up with.
yes, that we quit. And again, we haven't tried that hard, guys. We're authors. We're
No,
not like we're not trying
we're
to get famous or whatever. Like we
no.
just want to write.
We
But
just
we
want to
also
write.
want to
We're
meet you
having
people.
fun. Oh,
So okay,
so starting out with the girl, and we'll start out with another example of a guy on the girls list.
yep.
But they said the author said that he mentioned it in an episode or two, or a comic or two, a manga or two, where he said these girls are transforming in the light of a star. So the light of a star crashes down on them in a magical sphere that protects them from destroying everything. So if you enter that and you don't have the magical protection, you're not stabbing
You
them,
did.
you're incinerating, right? So the
Ah,
bad
that's a
guys
good
are just,
explanation.
yeah, they're just smart, being like, yeah, I'm not gonna die. That's worse than fighting them. We'll just wait and get a
Yeah.
coffee,
Are you
you know?
done? Yeah. Yeah. That's a great. That's when the author's like prepared for the, for
Yeah,
the little nonsense. They're like,
they
well,
got asked it by
why doesn't he do this? And he's like, because it's the light of a freaking star. I wasn't going to explain it all, but I guess I have it written down right here. See, there's proof that I planned it all out. So get out of my face, reader.
yeah, that means that their nephew asked them about it at one
Yeah.
point,
He was
or
like,
their
shut
niece.
up.
It was, shut up, Billy.
Shut up, Billy. What's his name? Tolkien famously, they're like, why don't the Eagles just fly? He's like, because shut up. That's literally a quote from Tolkien. Because, comma, shut up.
Shut up.
And it's like, oh, fair.
You look at my degrees. You look at my life.
I got one, another one for you that we'll throw in for this second episode, which is just X-Men 98 Storm.
Oh my
Storm
gosh.
be aura farming, bro.
Storm aura farms while talking to people.
Oh
She
yeah,
floats in.
when your pupils disappear. When
Oh
you're,
my
when
gosh,
you're, you know what I mean? Like when your eyes are just
no
white,
white eyes with like
you're aura
electricity or
farming.
smoke. Game
Yeah,
over,
yeah,
right?
dude. Game over. Okay, so here's the picture that everyone, again, we showed it before. This is what's got everyone talking about aura farming right now, and this is Agamemnon from the Odyssey. I can't wait to see it. It's just so long; it's going to take a minute. But I mean, look at this dude. It's like, why is this aura farming? Why does this work so good? It's definitely aura farming.
It's not just his look. It's the depth of how he is. It's the space around him. It's the framing, and it's also, I think that's Matt Damon or somebody else looking down.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, like when somebody walks up to you and they go like, "Do you feel in control?" And then you,
oh, that's another one. Yep.
yeah,
The Bane one.
that. And then you
And the
go
palm,
from looking
he
at
lays
them,
the palm on your hand, on your
not
shoulder
even
like
face,
this.
not even down, like to
Not
do
even
something.
down, and he's not
feel the weight.
He's just letting it sit on your shoulder, like, oh, are you tough guy?
Yeah. Do you feel in control? Yeah, that's this vibe. That's this vibe. Is somebody being like, it's not shining. It's not being like I came out of a nuclear explosion and I feel good. It's not the 90s explosions blowing up behind you. It's the control and power. It's the gravity, the weight.
It's gravity. That's the perfect word. It's like he looks like a black hole, just like sucking you into it because you can't see his eyes.
No.
And he's taller and he's bulky and he's just, there's no effort or energy expenditure. He's just there, dude. And so this would be just dying star, just black hole aura farming, just absorbing energy and just like absorbing glory into himself. Just dude, he looks awesome.
He looks awesome. You know, I think let's take that and we don't need to move on, but I just want to connect it to another person on our list. I think like there's one person on our list that does the same kind of aura farming, and it's Darkseid.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying they're similar. Like there's other kind of aura farming, and these two do it in the sense where it's just like you said, a black hole. They're absorbing everything.
It's class. It's
totally
super.
villain.
It's like final boss villain aura farming. And I think a piece of it is like and again, if you're an author or something like that, like think through this stuff because you can use the gravity of that for your descriptions and for those key moments when it's the final boss moment. But it's the lack of energy expenditure. So like Darkseid doesn't fly like Superman. He just floats around and
oh my gosh,
when they come after you upright,
he flies straight up. He flies
with his
like
hands behind his back.
That's an insane way to fly.
That's an insane way to fly, and it's all aura farming. It's just aura farming. They're just like what looks the coolest. And again, if you're a creative, like Brandon Sanderson has all these rules for magic systems, all these rules, and his 0th rule is what's the coolest crap you can possibly do. That. So he's a professor, and he is like created bullet points and rules, and he's so like organized. And one of them is just like the coolest crap ever. And that's aura farming.
The 0 rule, which just means that like he finished his rules and went back and said, this is more important than all of them. Or he started there and went, you know, like I'm just
when in doubt, do the coolest crap ever.
It's the best advice you've ever given me, by the way. I remember when I first started writing and I was just being like, What did I do? I think I was talking about I wanted to make a katana, but I was like, man, I'm not
There's already
Asian. I don't
there was
have
already a
any.
weapon in your universe, and you were like, I don't need
Yeah.
another, and it's gonna have a backstory. Yeah,
And I was like, what am I gonna do? Technically, this I actually think it was your favorite weapon, which is a letting everybody, which is a spear.
it was cool.
And
Yeah,
I was just like, I just don't vibe with spears. And you're like, you got to do the coolest thing possible sometime. And I was
yeah.
like, you're right. You're
The
right.
thing is, and that goes to my wife's advice that we quote on here a lot. She's like, if you don't want to write it, I don't want to read it. Straight up.
Yeah.
If you're not
Yeah.
passionate about it. And so that's the cool factor where it's just like, this is so fun. And so that's where I don't know the historicity of this. But dude, I can't see his eyes. And it's all black and it's oversized. And then they said he it's all like it's like the old Batman suit, the Michael Keaton, where you can't turn your neck, so
You
your
can't
whole
turn. You got to turn
body.
your whole body.
And he did like a comedic thing with it, which is amazing. Like totally Tim Burton, the
Yeah. Yeah.
which is amazing. But this dude is just like, if he's gonna turn towards you, he's gonna
Controlled.
turn his whole, and it's presence, it's attention, and so like whatever he's looking at, he's absorbing the life force out of it. You know what I mean?
You said the perfect thing though. It's intention. He turns to you, and now you have his attention. He intentionally turned. You didn't go. You didn't distract him. You
Yep.
have his attention. Same.
And that's a
Same
good and
dark
a
side
bad
energy.
thing.
It's a bad thing if he's going to kill somebody.
Yeah.
Like if you go, it's. I'm not going to name more people because we've got so many people on our list.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like if you are talking to Agamemnon in this, it feels like one of the people in back behind him in that photo. Here, pull it up. One of those guys back there, the guy in between both of them with his little hat thing. If he said, Captain, Mr. Agamemnon, we didn't bring the barley or something, and Agamemnon would go, and you go, my friend, he didn't, he was going to kill that guy.
Some guys
He's
like,
going to,
hey, I was late for work. I was real tired last night, and where's I think my units. Which way was my unit over there? Or
would you mind telling
Agamemnon?
me?
And then it's just like some high schooler just out of like just out of high
Yeah.
school at his first job.
Excuse me.
I was really tired. I stayed up too late on my phone and blah. And Agamemnon just like snaps. He kills him.
Ooh,
Oh dang
like
it!
a
I forgot a
slow
good one.
turn.
I just
Oh,
thought
what's
of
the one you forgot?
the Michael Weston where he's dressed as the devil from Burn
Oh,
Notice.
that's one of your favorites. Yeah,
I might
he's
have to
all.
throw
That's
it in here.
all.
I'll throw it
It,
in here. But yeah, he's dressed
all
in
or
a
farming.
suit with a red tie, and his like sidekicks are like Fee is like just blowing stuff up whenever he snaps his fingers. So he's going
Yeah,
against like a drug cartel, and every time and they're like religious dudes, so they're just kind of like, what are you trying to beat the devil or something? Haha. And he's like, yeah,
trying.
man. Yeah. He does it Eastwood, and he snaps his fingers, and something explodes. And by the end, it's a like he does nothing's gonna explode, but he does like this and like no wait. Just orifying, and he's got this little
What's funny is he made a whole. So in the show Burn Notice, the character Michael Weston has a character called the Devil that he plays, and he makes a whole. The whole character is about aura farming. Actually, the
it
fear comes from
literally.
his aura farming,
Yep, it
right?
literally
Like
does.
he's because all he's doing is this is I disagree.
Yep, that's all it
Not
is,
unlike
and it's an effective technique. Like it works.
it's like it was it Pavlov's dog or whatever like that. Like you ring the bell
Yeah,
and people start
yeah.
coming over to eat.
By the
Instead, you
end,
ring the bell and something blows up, and they're like, "Hey, just stop ringing the bell.
yeah.
Just ring the bell."
So you want to blast through a few of these?
Yeah, let's do
Why
it.
don't you
All
take
right.
one next? Because so honestly, the biggest category is anime. And so we had to pare
Yeah.
down to just like a few simple examples and not just go with anime because anime is constantly aura farming constantly.
They love it.
And so I think you should take us into that category next.
Okay, I'm gonna start with one of your favorites then.
Do it.
We can talk about it, but I'll take one photo and tell me why the other photo's aura farming. Although I fully agree with you, but I think this is a good intro.
Okay.
So, who's good at aura farming in multiple ways? Like we said, aura farming is not the same every way. Saitama from One Punch
Yes.
Man,
Yes.
and this Saitama
that's his
here.
most BA like just version ever.
This is, but I have a theory on this for this show. If you guys
I
don't
want to
know,
hear it.
you're gonna see another Saitama from Sam. And we'll talk about both of them. But
Yeah, we'll
I
talk about this
think
one
that
first.
I think that this is how you see Saitama. I think we're looking at Saitama every time he's drawn, just him, based on how the world's perceiving him.
Yeah.
So, like when he's serious, and he says it, and he might sound dumb. He goes, "It's a serious punch," and you're like, "That's it? It's a serious punch."
Yeah, which
When
is
you throw
almost
any
never, by
punches,
the way.
which
Yeah.
is almost never, which is good for the world that they live in because they'd have no world. Um, is him walking up like this, where you're like, "Why? It's daytime. Why is everything in shadow?" And they see him like this. They see the word death come up when he
Oh, that
is
was
throwing
so
a
good.
punch.
It's
That was so good.
Genos
Yeah,
or whatever. Like
Genos. Yeah.
they're like
Yeah.
sparring, and he gets kind of mad at him, and he goes to punch, and Genos just sees death,
Death.
and then he
And,
stops his fist like right there, and it like
and he goes,
opens a
boop.
canyon behind him.
Yeah.
He
He
goes,
didn't
"Boop,"
do the punch and he goes boop to him and the
and the
canyon blows
canyon.
up behind him.
Well, the fist stopping creates a canyon
Yeah.
behind him,
Because of
and
the
then he
force
goes.
of pressure.
And Genos is like,
And he goes, let's go get lunch.
yeah, the best, and that's this
Beep, beep,
Saitama.
boop, boop, boop. That's
That's
this.
this
And he
Saitama.
switches to this.
He's such an idiot.
He is.
Yeah, but even the shadows here, like it's pretty awesome. But it's I just think it's so cool how they use it to comic effect because they're breaking the fourth wall too. But there's
Yeah.
no denying, how awesome he looks. And then whenever they switch POV to the bad guy's perspective, who's
Yeah.
actually seriously fighting him, it's that. You know what I
It's
mean?
that.
Yeah, yeah. If you
But
haven't
also,
seen One Punch Man, go watch season one. It's
season one.
so freaking good, and the
It's
art is
good.
incredible, dude.
It is incredible. They
Incredible.
utilize both of these in the same season and they're fantastic. I do think this is aura farming too. It's just for us to understand
Yes,
how little
yes.
he respects them, right? Like the bad guy goes, "You're gonna die today." And he's like, am I
Huh?
gonna but I
I have to
can't
go to the
die today. I need
bathroom.
to go. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
have to go. There's a sale at the grocery store. I can't die today. And they
yeah,
go, "I'm gonna destroy the grocery store." Hmm? And then they show this picture of him being like, "I'm sorry, you gotta destroy the grocery store." You know,
yeah, yeah. And it's all, and
it's
then it's funny because it's a comedy. It's hilarious, breaking the fourth wall. But then because the art and the direction is so good, whenever they go into this, you actually still get chills because it's that like epic. What a freaking great, hilarious character. So if you don't know
yeah,
about him, he's invincible. He's stronger than Superman, Goku. He's stronger than everyone that's ever been
he's a
created.
parody character, so
It's because he's a
it's
parody
like
character.
Popeye. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's you can't beat him because once you show up and you say I'm stronger than you, or you show it, or you think it, or you just show up, he's made to. And I'm sure there's going to be debates here, but the point of his creation is to be stronger than everybody through doing 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, a
yeah,
100 squats, and running 10 miles every day.
yeah,
So he lost his hair and he replaced it with being the strongest thing in existence.
yeah. He just achieved
You know,
complete god status, and yeah, it's just hilarious. Like he'll fight a boss,
it's good.
and at the end, the boss is like this terrifying god, and then he'll get defeated, and he'll be like, "I never actually had a choice. You never even tried." And he's like, "Yeah, not really. I mean." That, like he'll punch and it'll say
Yeah.
consecutive normal punches. It's like three of it's just
Consecutive
like little
normal
fists just
punches is a
punching.
wild name
And
for a move.
yes, and this giant like beast will just explode. It's just like guts and stuff. It's
Does
amazing.
it
Oh my
honestly, what an
gosh.
aura flex that you made,
Yeah.
that you
Yeah.
you don't need to fight so much that you've named things consecutive normal punches.
Consecutive normal punches. And y'all, here's Michael Weston, by the way. I pulled it up. That's him getting ready to
Yeah.
snap his fingers. And he keeps that look the whole time. So I know that's a
Whole
little bit
time.
of a deep cut, but if y'all haven't seen Burn Notice, it's great. I go out, I talk about it all the time. I was talking about it on Threads, and actually, like, it kind of went off.
Check him out
So
on
I know
Threads.
you exist. I know you exist. Yeah. Um. So okay, One Punch. Why don't you want to do? What do you want to
Oh,
do
back to
next?
me. You know what? I'm gonna switch out from here so we can do two sides of the same coin. Let's
Mm,
go to books.
let's
I'm
do
gonna
it.
say an amazing aura farmer is the Balrog from the Lord of the Rings.
Let's
Bec-
go.
and I know that
Look at
you're
him.
and look at him. And I know you're gonna go the other way on the other side of this, but like everyone's running from him. He's he is not this slow to where he's not catching the look at them in the
Yeah, he could
films, look at them
chase
in
him
the
if he wanted
books.
to. Yeah.
If he wanted to, Gandalf sitting over there, he's fine. What he's doing is letting them know, you came to the wrong place. A very famous line from X-Men 93 is, "You've messed with the wrong X-Men from Gambit back in the day." I can't say it the same way. You've messed with the wrong X-Men. I can't say it. No, it turns into more like T'Challa stuff. "Oh, you've messed with the wrong X-Men."
I mean, that was good. I liked that. Yeah.
Well, it was a good T'Challa. It wasn't a good Gambit.
No, it was. I almost put Gambit on here from
He is a
spoiler
good
alert,
horror
at the end
farmer.
of last season, which I need to
Oh,
watch this new season. Have you started yet?
mhm. No, because I'm sad, man. Because that was my favorite character growing up as a kid. I was like,
Well,
that guy's
dot dot
me,
dot.
except white with great
Big
hair.
spoiler alerts. Big spoiler alerts. I'm gonna wait a second. If you haven't seen X-Men '98, it's so good you have to watch it. But at the end of season 1, Gambit basically he dies, but he goes out like a boss,
He goes out like every man in the world wants to go out,
and he's smiling.
saving people he cares about, smiling.
Yeah, because I mean he's like impaled and stuff by this giant,
Sentinel.
sentinel, and he grabs it, puts surrounds it with energy, and then he grabs on, and of course anything he touches he can like explode. And so what is it? I forget what he says. Something
Oh, I
great.
know, because he says it in everything, even when he's dying, when he's living, when he's like beating you in a card game or anything. It's like consistent cool. He says, "The name's Gambit. Remember it."
Yeah, I think
That's it.
he just says remember it is what he says. He goes remember it, and then
Yeah.
boom, just
Boom.
everything.
Uh,
So good,
and it's
and
like
it
an
was dire.
undefeatable thing that like is
Yeah.
killing everybody. That no one can kill it. It changes its abilities based on who's fighting it. It
Well,
like
well.
absorbs.
So he has a magic system, right? Like, and his
Yeah.
magic system is anything he touches, he can explode, basically. And so
Hmm.
you see, he's defeated. Everyone's defeated by this thing. It's like killed a ton of characters, and
Yeah.
you're feeling the weight of the fact that he's dead. But then he uses the same magic system always knew was
Kinetic
there. He just
energy.
used it in a way you didn't expect, and that's a moment you have to have in your book, or you have to have in the thing that
Yeah.
you're writing. Where
You
like,
do that, by the way. You
yeah,
do that
I
in
tried
your
to, I
first
tried
book.
to.
No, no, no. You did it 100% in your actual first book, not in the first one being
Yeah, it's
released.
like a fantasy, like a kind of a paranormal fantasy is one way to say
But you
that. But
made a Gambit. I don't think you meant to actually. I think you started writing this before you watched X-Men 93, the first season with Joe. Shout out
I'm
Joe.
sure.
Haven't seen you in a bit.
What up,
Miss you,
Joe?
man.
You the man.
Uh,
Yeah, I
yeah.
mean he's my watch cartoons together, buddy. Let's go. I need to watch Maul
Yeah.
Shadow Lord with you, my man.
Ooh,
Yeah, but we're about to do a media fast at the church, so I've got to
I'm
wait.
doing it
But
too.
yeah, and then we're just gonna binge a bunch of 3 weeks,
Yeah.
just binge
Just
everything and just
you're
lose all
gonna
of your
spend time.
progress.
You're right, exactly.
I'm gonna have all this
Just not
presence of mind and like presence with my kids and like presence with
throw it
God, and
away.
then like I'm just gonna no, I'm not gonna do that. But on Friday night, we'll
Just
we'll,
pick
we'll put
one
it in a
day.
bracket and we'll make it a
Yeah,
communal thing. It'll be a dope thing. You're invited, by the way. I'm making this up as we go,
I'll take it.
and you're invited too, my friends. If we have enough
And you'll be
followers and
there.
subs, we'll live stream it. Let's go.
Yeah.
I don't care. Let's go. Wish I could know you all and you could all just hang out. It'd be amazing. So Balrog,
Welcome
sorry,
to the
we're
block.
totally off.
Okay,
But
okay.
the
So
Gambit one is dope. It's dope.
Gambit wanted. Oh, you know what? I really feel bad that Gambit's not in here.
I couldn't find a
Um,
picture because there's not like
no.
the right picture at that moment. Maybe when his head kind of like lifts up and he says that last line, it's there for a second, but it's just not quite. He doesn't have that moment where he's standing there, just like absorbing the energy of the universe into himself. But if you want to look for it, I can pick up the Balrog here.
Yeah, take the Balrog and take Gandalf. I'm still with you. I'm just gonna look it up. I gotta pull it
Yeah,
up because
yeah.
Gambit's my guy.
So look at this guy. Like, so okay. There's a moment in the movie. If you haven't seen it, you have to watch it. Gandalf goes well. So Gandalf aura farms at the same time, and this you can tell it from there. The head position. It's the classic like cinematic head position. So
Yeah.
you go forehead down, and then you eyes up, and you just stare him right down. Especially a good guy. Staring down a bad guy. Especially if the good guy seems outmatched. That's a
Ooh.
specific brand of where the forehead goes down. It's like you can't beat. Like I won't break. You can't get by me. I don't care. I'll do anything. You're not getting by me.
Right.
That's a specific type. So Gandalf is aura farming. You shall not pass, which is not actually a line in the book, but it's an incredible line, a great example of like how to boil down something from the book into like that line that's just on the screen. You shall not
That's a
pass.
that's a magic thing. Let me just say this real quick. Sorry, is that when
Do it.
books or stories or even just regular scripts become films, a lot of the magic, the most memorable lines likely don't come from us writers. They come from the actors who understand it and are in the moment and then give a line based on the situation that holds. I'm walking here is was never in the script.
Yep.
Back and you shall not pass is not in the book. And it's just like a cool thing to be like, hey, other people understand the moment. We don't, Sam and I, you and I, all of us, writers and readers, don't have to understand the moment alone. It's a communal thing as long as we all agree that the character is who it is. Like, you don't take a book, you don't take a character and put other things in them, but you do understand them.
And
And
if you
that's what
do that,
actors do.
then you can make the right thing come out. And that's really what a great. I just read a chapter on this actually. There's a book called Story by Robert McKee. Incredible screenwriter, incredible
Ooh.
book that I'm trying to build up my writing chops. And he talks about adaptations and what you have to do to successfully do it. I just read that chapter, and it's interesting. You got to be allowed to change some of the lines, so don't get mad about that. If your book, if they change a couple lines from your book, it can't translate the same way, and the emotion and the
Right.
soul of it is what has to come through. He's like, you got to read it 8 times to get it into your soul and to see the world and live in that world, and then you can start to adapt. So a good screenwriter is coming from that place where they've done that homework and they're absorbing the soul of the art itself, and now they can transfer it to a different means. So yeah, you shall not pass. The what's it called? The good guy who, man, the paladin or something. What's it called? With the guy who like is the defensive type. Um, uh,
In the book or a general
no,
archetype are you
just it's
talking about?
like if you're talking about video games, there's like different types, and you've got the one that
Oh, oh,
it starts with a P,
yeah,
and
like
they're not letting you
yeah, a
get by.
paladin. Yeah, a
I think it
paladin
is a
would be a
paladin.
magical.
Yeah,
It's a magical warrior who mostly focuses on that,
a
or a cleric.
safekeeper.
Sometimes they say is
Yeah,
like a healer shield person kind of vibe.
yeah, like a paladin. But that's like probably a type of war farming. It's like there's nothing you can't break my will. And specifically when I'm exerting
I'm
it for the people that I love. And the Balrog's response in the movie is he just like just stands there and he's
it
and like
gets
more flames come out of him,
yeah,
and you're like, golly, they're both because that thing's primal. It's just like me kill you.
yeah.
You're a challenge, and so it's
But
horror farming.
I think it enjoys killing.
Oh
Like I
yeah,
think
it
that like
definitely.
it says
But it's like a
me
macho
kill.
thing. It's
Yeah.
like you think like like I'm the alpha, not you. I'm the primal force that
Yes.
can't be stopped. And of course, in the situation, the good guy has to take the bad guy out. And I'll quickly dovetail into this one so we can move on. Um, but Cap in Infinity War.
Ooh.
Yep,
Yeah.
Cap. He does it when he first of all he's aura farming when he grabs Mjolnir, which you didn't
Hmm.
expect. So that's a reveal of the magic system because he is that pure. He's just such a good guy. He's such a good guy that he is deemed pure to where he can wield this weapon. That's a
Yeah.
reveal, and
That's
it's
worthiness.
aura farming because he knew he could already. He already tried to pick it up and it budged, and he knew like, oh, I can pick this up because
I
I'm
think it
just that
didn't budge
morally
of
good.
yeah. I think he was picking it up. He Mjolnir accepted him. He was moving it and he stopped because he's such a good guy that
Yeah,
he wasn't ruining Thor's vibe. Like Thor was aura farming, being like, I'm the only worthy one here.
yeah,
And
yeah,
he's like, that's not true. But I don't
yeah,
care.
yeah. I'll let you have it, and it's also like a respect for what the power actually is, which is why he's so good.
Mhm.
He's not going to wield power just to be cool. He's going to wield it
Right.
to
He would
defend the
never.
people he loves, and that's what makes him morally good. So he got that flex, and then he's got the forehead tilted down flex. Like, you can't get by
Yep.
me. And then he gets broken, and he tightens the shield on his broken arm to splint it, and he's like,
With bones
"I'm
sticking
never
out.
gonna stop," with the bones
Yes.
sticking out.
My guy's catchphrase in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, "I can do this all day," is
Yep,
the epitome of aura farming. That's
it
like
is.
if you're kicking someone's butt and you just walk and they go, "I can do this all day." cool. If you're getting beat up and you're bleeding and like they're like, I'll kill you whenever I feel like, and you go, I can do this all day. You know what I mean? Like it's just
Yeah.
he is the golden retriever of aura farming. Not saying it's bad, I just mean pure, you know?
Yeah.
Like
Pure.
just aura farming at its purest where he's not doing it for himself. He just is accidentally doing it.
He's just fueled
Yeah.
by just like inner goodness, like
Yeah.
unbreakable will. Such a great
Yeah.
character, which I love. Like great characters are great. I love all types
Great
of
characters
characters,
are great.
but I love every now and then if you set it up right. I love just a pure character. I love the pure evil. I love the pure good character done right. It's just the coolest thing in the world. So Cap's got to be in there in this for this moment right here. Just like you know, you're not getting past me.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
what you got?
I got something for you.
Let's see it.
I clicked a window to share with you.
I think I see it.
See, there
Oh,
we go. There we go. I did it for you. We'll bring it
oh,
up.
can you play
Uh,
it?
I'll play it, but I won't play
No,
the
we might get in
sound
trouble.
because
You think YouTube
we'll
will
get in
block us?
trouble.
Yeah, we'll probably
Yeah,
get in
if we
trouble.
play the sound, I think we'll be okay. You think we'll be in trouble either way? We'll
I
be in
don't know.
trouble either way.
Y'all, if we get in trouble, we'll cut this out. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if we get a copyright
Yeah.
strike, this will not be in there. But you have to watch. Just do a tiny clip. Just like a tiny clip. No
Tiny
sound.
clip. Okay, wait. No sound, no sound. Ba ba
We're
ba
very
ba.
scared of. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
runs up. I'm putting my thing across it. Oh, he gets stabbed in the side. Oh
Yep.
no.
And
By
this
the
is
way,
where you're
by the
gutted
way,
as a viewer.
Gambit just thought that the woman he loves, Rogue, picked another person, and Rogue did not pick another person. She just didn't communicate it, but he didn't care. It doesn't change anything. Here he goes.
He
The
smiles.
name's Gambit. Remember it. And then he just uses his power to kinetically charge this indestructible thing and destroy it from the inside out while it's
Yep.
staring at him and he's smiling at it. He's like, all right, there's the remember it. And he goes, see you later. And he saves like mutant kind, like really cool.
Dude.
Really cool.
Such a good
Imagine
moment.
writing that. I can't imagine writing that. By the way, you wrote that, not that scene, but you wrote that exact kind of thing, man. Like, in
Yep.
Sam needs to release that other book. He will one day
I
when
will
it's
release
ready.
it one of these days. But yeah,
So
that's kind
good.
of what you want right there. Is that as a writer, that's the scene that you saw in your head, and now I'm writing for weeks to set that up and to get there because it's that
Yeah.
good. And for me, once I picture that end point that I have to write, it's gonna be the coolest thing ever. Then I go back, work my way towards it to set everything up, and then I finally get that day where I get to write that scene. And you wake up in the morning, you're like, "Oh, today's the day, bro!"
Yeah.
So fun.
It's
So
going
that's a great way to
down.
get some more momentum as a writer. If you don't, here's my advice: never write the cool scene first. Never do that. You'll
No,
never finish
no.
your book because all the other stuff is it's not boring, but it's necessary to set that up. And there's a way to do that properly. But that creates writing momentum and it creates reader momentum to start and to see the dominoes setting up and then to watch it all explode. But don't just start with the explosion, bro. Like you'll never get it written. So that's my point.
Yeah. I think that's a really
Careful,
good point.
plotters. Careful.
Here's a plotter thing for you. Is so talking to us, you would say, and for you new guys, or ladies and writers, you'll say that Sam is the plotter and I'm the pantser. Like likely, maybe from talking to us, I don't know. But if you've listened, you know that doesn't. Sam writes amazing books, actually. Like I think his books are way better than mine, but he doesn't plot anything. He just knows that he wants to write this story. And let me know if I'm not selling this correctly, but you know that you want to write this story and you understand the systems that you're going to implement in there, and then you start pantsing your way through it. And if you got to repants, you repants, put on new pants, and do it again.
Repants. That's a great word.
You got to sometimes you got to repants, and
You got to repants.
and me, I'm the other guy where I'm just like, Sam's like, so did you write anything today? And I'm like, I'm writing a dossier
Yeah,
about this
yeah. You do
character.
that.
I understand who they are, and I need
Yeah,
to know
yeah.
how they talk.
It's surprising. You don't know what makes someone tick, and it may be different than their personality. I'll disagree on premise. So I've written more books, but I'll disagree that
Yes.
I'm a better writer. I think we both
Mm,
got our strengths, and
we got our
we had a
strengths. I
blast
like
writing
your
our book
writing.
together. We had a blast writing our book together, and Mark's dropping dimes just like left and right. And I can't wait for this thing to come out. We're in the editing process of our insane book that's actually kind of like amazing. So
It's very fun.
more on that later. It's a blast. And
Yeah.
we just got to get more years finished, man. That's all we got to do. We just
Oh
gotta. But
man.
you're in a
As
tough
soon as
spot in life though, because he's got the
you
little guy. He's got a little 2-year-old,
get a
and
little
life
too
is
lyric,
different when you got a
yeah,
2-year-old, bro. Like my dude's
bro.
right here. My guy's right here. He's 6. He's the man.
He's
He's
the
chilling.
coolest.
He's chilling. He's right there. He's chilling.
Yeah.
So yeah,
He's like, stop talking to me. I'm in the
he's like
middle of
building
something.
stuff in Minecraft and just building worlds and stuff. Talk about world
Oh
building.
man. Yeah, we gotta check
Um,
that out.
yeah, man.
Okay.
So
Oh, what's next? Let's see. Who's next?
I think I wanna jump to this one next. Let's go.
Do it, please.
This is a twofer as well. It's gonna be quick.
Oh, okay.
This guy right here.
It's
This is
that's
Dracula
Dracula
from the
from
SNES
Castlevania.
from Castlevania, yeah. And so it was a video game. Obviously, I played a bunch of it. It's super fun. And when you finally go against him, he's that super powered, immortal bad guy who is bored because he's immortal. You know what I mean? Like he's that guy. He's
Yeah,
just
you should not pose a threat.
nothing poses a threat. He can't be killed.
Hmm.
I mean until you finally get him. So definitely final boss vibes. But look at him just like lounging in the
So
throne
bored.
all day, every day. Just sits there on a throne. I'm
You used your
unstoppable and I'm bored.
Yeah, you use your whole life to go up to fight him, and you're like, I have done this, I have done that, I used everything to get here. I burned my wick on both sides. He goes, well, stop the speech, just finish it up. Like, do you want to fight, or would you just come in here to talk about your life? I actually
Yeah.
don't care. I'll listen, or I'll kill you. Like,
He
it's
might give
fine.
a little speech just because that's the most fun he's gonna have is giving the speech. That's why bad
Yeah,
guys monologue because he's too strong. So he's bored. Yeah, he and you are no
man.
threat. So he's gonna monologue, and that's in world. Like that doesn't break internal consistency. Dracula is gonna
Because
monologue.
monologuing sucks when somebody goes like, when they go like, and you could have only stopped me if you started 10 minutes ago, and the other person's like, yeah, I started 40 hours ago, my G. Like,
Yeah.
I started so long ago that you could only stop me if you didn't monologue, but I knew you would because you're an idiot. And you're like,
Yep.
ah, the bad
You can't
guy's
help
actually
yourself.
not smart. That sucks.
Yeah.
It's good for like kid stories, but it's not good
Yeah.
for grown up stories. And then for a grown
Correct.
up to monologue is to be like, them being like, and you understand I'm explaining this to you not because I'm a twisting mustache bad guy, because you actually have no chance, like for real, no chance. And I'm going
Yeah.
to
And I'm bored.
win. And then if you ever do that, they should win. Yeah, at that point, figure out how to time travel. Like, let your bad
And
guy
he's
monologue when they win.
Yeah, and he's sadistic. So like he wants you to see you
Suffer.
process all the emotions of the fact
Hmm.
that he is going to destroy you and then he's going to follow through on it. So he would. And then you've
Yeah.
got
Oh
I
yeah.
didn't see the anime. You did. But then you got
Hmm.
this is the interpretation of him in the anime. It's like,
Yeah.
bro,
So Castlevania,
terrifying.
Adi Shankar, good friend of mine, nice guy, made this, and terrifying. But you know what he did?
Crushed it.
He crushed it. He made the gentleman um super sad.
Yeah.
And that's what you have to do with strong characters. You need to make them
Yep.
sad. You need to make
Layered.
them layered. You can't be like they're strong and perfect. It's we might get into it later, but it's like a Superman thing. Like we say, the most interesting thing is his mental state, not like
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
physical, because Superman's gonna fly in and be like, well, folks, good seeing you. If I wanted to kill you, I would, but I don't. Red, white, and blue, the right way.
yeah.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
and you know what I mean? But that's why you're like, oh, Superman, you're kind of lame, but like not because he's bad, but because you know that he could shut everything down when he wanted
Yeah.
to,
Yeah.
and fully aura farm in any capacity and just stand there. And that's why The Boys was successful, because it's
Yeah.
a super watered down Superman aura farming all the time with his insecurities at the same time. right?
Yep.
Like,
And he's basically a bad guy. Well, he's
yeah.
absolutely a bad
Well,
guy in
is
the
that
boys.
he's not? Yeah, he's those
Everyone's
like
a bad guy in
he's,
the boys. Yeah.
there's just levels of bad guys. You're just cheering for the nicest bad guy who could
Yeah.
not destroy the
Yeah.
world and
That's
who
that
doesn't
gray,
kill people.
grim world. But
Yeah, the grim dark.
yeah, the grim dark. But like yeah, this Dracula, like I was looking for another picture of him where he's got like a wine glass and he's just yeah, I think the
Yeah,
sadness and the depth of the character, but this just like inevitability about him, which is
yeah,
just terrifying. And funny thing is, and in the game, like if you actually beat him, then he actually you have to kill him first, and then he's not dead. He turns into a giant like monster. And then you have to fight him again. It's like, good
and it's
grief, dude.
worse. Yeah, he's
And
just
it's
like, oh,
worse.
that wasn't me trying. Yeah, I wasn't
Yeah, at a
trying.
certain point, the entire world is collapsing, and you're fighting on pieces of like falling building, and he's
Falling
like
castle. Yeah.
he's like attacking and flying in fireballs, or you're like, oh my god. So and then you hit on this one, boom, Superman.
Superman.
My
Bad
man
guy
can aura
Superman aura
farm,
farms.
but it's yes, that's what I was gonna say. It's only when he's a bad guy that he aura farms, because he doesn't do that. But we talk about this a lot. Superman versus the Elite.
Hmm.
He pretends to be a
We
bad
love
guy.
that.
And there's this moment where because again, it's the whole theme of the thing. I'll be super brief. The whole thing of the theme of the thing is Superman should use his powers to just crush evil. Like he shouldn't
Right.
value life in certain situations. But that's who Superman
No,
is. And so
but other people are telling him this too.
they're telling him this because someone broke out of jail, and it's inevitably they broke out of jail and like someone else died because of it. And so like Superman, you could have prevented this. Superman becomes unpopular. So he pretends to be a bad guy in order to face them down, and they experience that fear. And in order to of what it feels like when someone becomes judge, jury, executioner.
Yeah.
And in that moment, when he's bad guy Superman, and you thrown everything you can at him, he lobotomizes the guy through his eye, takes his powers, and then he's just walking
Standing
towards
there.
and then he slaps him really light, and the dude's like,
So light.
we
So
talked about
light.
this already on the show.
And you and I love this, so
But
it's
that's
so
why
good.
it's the aura farming of just like the inescapableness, even though it's not a
Aura
word.
farming is only
Inescapability.
valuable in my mind if it develops a character. So even the Balrog
That
who
is
said no
good.
lines, right? They said no lines and they're standing there with him. He said, Gandalf said, "You shall not pass." And the Balrog didn't say anything, but you know what we heard through his actions? I'm about to pass real quick.
Yeah, yeah,
And they just and it was aura farming and they both didn't agree. It's an argument. Aura farming is an
yep,
argument. And one person either is right or thinks they're right. That's all it is
yep,
right or it thinks they're right. And
yep.
Superman standing there being like, I am right. If it's about power, I am right. And other people being like, I could shoot lasers from my eyes. Everyone says, "Shut up, Cyclops!" Like he can do it too. Like you're not right.
Yeah.
I don't know why you got the lemon Cyclops. My bad.
Sorry. He always gets
So,
the lemons.
he really
but
does.
but yeah, dude. And then every now and then he gets under mind control, and he does become a bad guy,
Mhm.
and he changes how he flies. He flies straight
Oh,
up,
yeah.
and he just
Yep.
and the head goes down, and the eyes get dark or turn red.
He flies
Heaven
through
forbid.
walls straight up.
Flies
Yep.
straight through walls,
Oh yeah.
and you're just like, oh, this is not. And so that shows you like what he was capable of, and it's because of who he is as a character that he doesn't do that, because he's not trying.
Right.
He doesn't want you to be terrified. He doesn't want to wield his power to intimidate. But
Mhm.
aura farming Superman,
Inspire.
that's what he's doing, and that's
He
what bad
said,
guys do a lot.
he said, "Give it to me." Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Let's use
so
this to go to the next person, which
do it.
is the person who they always use to stop Superman when he aura farms because he's a bad guy,
Yeah,
which is the literal opposite of this character, Batman.
let's go. Look at him, dude. Just there's no purpose for that position.
Why
Backlit
are
by
you jumping?
lightning,
But no
but
purpose
it's
when
the
you're a human.
coolest thing ever.
It's cool. And you're a human. Not like if you were Superman and you did this, I'd be like, I mean, what am I gonna say? You weren't gonna get hurt either way.
Yeah, he's got the cap thing going too, where it's like it's different to aura
He
farm
does.
if you're god tier status. But then
Mhm.
it becomes about willpower, and you cannot break my will. You can break my body, but you can't break my will. And so when Batman is more beat up and he's got the blood coming down the corner of his mouth,
Mm-hmm.
and he's still like, "You're not getting past me." That's where it's like, dude. And actually,
Oh man.
in that movie, when he's going against the
Mm-hmm.
big bad guys in the mud, remember?
He fights
We,
Superman. He fights
and
in
he
the
fights
mud
Superman in that
with
freaking
all those.
movie.
He
Yeah,
fights Superman and wins. By the
and
way,
wins.
again,
So
actually,
yeah,
it's like a DC rule where Batman's got to win against Superman. I
yeah,
think
it
that's just a
is.
human being feeling, but like
It is. It's totally just humans who are just like, you can't
we
tell
would
me what to do,
win.
God.
Yeah, I'm like, my G, bad guy Superman wouldn't talk to Batman
No, he would
because
just
I wouldn't. There's so many bad guys that don't talk to Batman because they're like, he'll win if I talk to him. He'll
yeah,
win.
yeah, because he's gonna
Superman,
farm. He's gonna aura farm too much,
or he's gonna or farm too
and I'm
much.
gonna lose, so I
Eh,
can't give him the chance.
Shoot, I don't even have to feel like I could feel like I'm the best. I could Lex Luthor it and still be like, well, he's smarter than me too. He's gonna beat
Yeah.
me if I give him any time. But I can move at the speed of sound, and
Oh,
I
you know what?
can fly through his building
You know
and
what's fun?
him.
What's funny is that Batman can aura farm in multiple ways, and this almost
Hmm.
brings me to almost like a writing thought, which is it's aura farming is situational. So
It is, yeah,
if it's about your will not breaking, and if it's about your humanity, then it's the Cap, Batman, and maybe Gandalf there, because he's kind of beat there. Like the Balrog's ancient evil, and this is Gandalf the Grey. This is before he levels up and becomes Gandalf the White. So he's
yeah,
like, I'm gonna sacrifice myself for my friends. You can't get by me, because I'm willing
right.
to play that card. My will not break, and that's a certain
Hmm.
level, and that's where you see Batman, versus Superman or whatever. But then you see in some of these cartoons where Batman kind of turns bad or gets under mind control, and like maybe it's like Nightwing or Robin trying to fight him and stop him, and then he takes the
It's
other
bad
type
for
of
them.
then he takes the god tier or farming where he's just dark and he's dodging them and like blocking and parrying without using his hands and stuff, and he's just like two
Yep,
whoosh, whoosh, and then he'll hit you like that kind of fighting style. So he kind of does both, and it just shows you what
he
you
does.
do and what's cool. It's all situational. It's all
Yeah,
situational.
yeah, because that aura farming Batman probably couldn't beat aura farming Superman. But
No, 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 no.
like, not
Superman, throw him
probably,
into
could
space.
never,
Yeah,
but but regular Batman with his normal aura farming could beat Superman in their story, right? Like
because the will. It's about if he's in a situation where it's like my will
willpower,
will
I'm not
not
better
break.
than you,
Yes,
right?
it's not about physical power. It's about willpower. You can't break him. It's true. Like,
But if you're you and me fighting aura farming physical power Batman, he's going
yeah, he's
to
just
break us.
he plays 6'5",
He's
two
6 foot.
twenty.
Yeah, I
I'm just like, oh no, it's dark outside. All of a sudden, it's dark. You're in the alley. Oh no, I don't know.
know.
I'm
Oh
sorry.
no. The best story I've ever read. Best story I've ever read. And I think just from a character, I understood them so well. And it was from a character in a Dark Knight book, Batman book, comic. And he was just a random guard. They put it in a cartoon to the Batman the animated series, but it was from a comic. And Batman came in and was looking for something from like Falcone or something. And the guy's a security guard. He opens the door and he goes, the guy goes, "Anything in there, Frank?" And Frank goes, looks at Super Batman, gets the camera there and the light on him, and he goes, and Batman's staring at him. He goes, "Nope, nothing
Yeah,
in here." And he
yeah,
turns around and walks out. And I'm like, that's the most character development in half a
yes,
second I've ever
yeah,
seen in my life. Where this person goes like, "Yeah, I'm not a good human being, but I'm not stupid." Like
yes.
I was like,
Nope.
this human,
Self-preservation kicks in.
yeah, this guy is going to live forever. Like
Batman's
Batman's be
whole
like,
cape, like his whole look, his whole aesthetic is literally just aura farming.
it is. He
Like
said it's
he
about
he is
fear,
terrifying. Yeah, yeah.
put fear in people. And I'm like, that's just aura farming in a different way. Fear is aura farming. Yeah, like, ooh, the camera zoomed in on you. I like that.
It did
Then
so cool.
you looked cool. You looked cool. I don't care what if any
He
of you
does
write
that. It
anything different, he
turns
looked cool.
slowly,
I liked it. Yeah.
All right, we got three more. We got two of
All
yours,
right.
and then
Where we
we'll
at? Where
finish
we
the
at?
last one. I need you to tell me
You,
about this guy because I know nothing about him. This dude right here.
Sun Jin Woo, the king of aura farming.
I know
All right,
nothing
so
about him. Tell me about him, dude. What's going on with this guy?
Sun Jin Woo is in a world where where there's extra dimensional beings or mirror dimensional beings on different Earths or different worlds, and they are coming into our world through portals or dungeons that
That
people would
doesn't
go
sound good.
into.
Sounds bad.
No, not good. Very bad. Dungeon Master Carl. Dungeon crawler Carl.
Yeah, yeah. Dungeon
Kind of
master.
vibes. He's a
Like
master.
DM Carl.
DM Carl, DMC.
Yeah.
And so they're coming into our world, and so things have gotten organized to where people are born with abilities if they are or not, and their abilities are ranked and their capabilities are ranked from like A to F. This gentleman's born with F. He goes into a dungeon, like a small dungeon, not being ridiculous, just trying to make money for his family because the world's tough or some nonsense, you know. It's a backstory. And then he ends up in a place where all the people they were like seeded to D, and he's the lowest ranked person, are stuck somewhere, and he helps them get out to sacrifice himself. And then, basically, like a manager, a demi-human of like a system comes in and gives him an ability called the system that helps him grow by accomplishing things. So he becomes a video game character. Basically, he levels up, and this guy he's like a necromancer system where he can bring shadows to life, and his whole thing is he becomes so strong that he might as well be a fist fighter or a sword fighter, but he can also summon like 10,000 shadows or 100,000 shadows that aren't just shadows, they are physical, and they will stab you and or shoot lasers or shoot fireballs. And so the guy is an army by himself. So when he walks up to people, they're like, "You in what army?" And he goes, "This one." But he's more powerful than his army combined. Uh, So
Wow.
like you're like he doesn't need the army. He's just saying, "I'm bringing the army because I need you to know that I'm an army of myself, and if it's just about that, I'll get a Mai Tai." And
Yeah,
if it's about
he's also
you and
doing
me
it
fighting,
because you're gonna say that line, "You in what army?" and then he's
yeah.
gonna have one just so he can say something cool.
That's exactly it. He's gonna be like, all I
Yeah.
really wanted you to ask me is you and what army, and luckily for you, I have to say arise, and then armies show up, and
Yeah,
then
we
more
do that
people
as
than you have.
writers. We set up our farming lines. Like
We do,
sometimes that's what makes the dialogue happen. You know, you're just like, "Ooh, I know I want him to say this." So then you set up the
yeah,
situation
yeah.
so it's natural, hopefully. Or and if you do it wrong,
Hopefully,
it's a mess. But yeah. So he's a famous aura farmer there, and just bro, the standing there, the one hand, and all the all the
my
power,
guy, my guy makes people turn into his undead shadow army by saying the word arise.
bro.
Arise? He got to pick the word too. They said, which word would you like to use to attempt to
Arise.
extract a shadow? And he went, arise. He didn't say, come up. He didn't say, he went, what's
Come
the
on,
coolest
guys.
thing I can How funny would it be?
Come
He's like,
on.
I killed the dragon. Come on, guys. And the dragon goes, oh,
Yeah, and the
I'm
dragon's like,
ready.
"Wee! Here we go."
We got, here we
Um,
go. Hey, Mario.
all right. That's amazing. You chose an anime that was purposely not like super action based. So like obviously
Oh, yeah.
this one, like, I mean, good grief. Like his whole character is designed to aura farm. Like the
Yeah,
backstory
fair.
supports it. Arise. So you chose this one too. So tell me about this guy.
Blue Lock. Blue Lock is so good. So Blue Lock is about a character. This is not the main character, but Ned Neji is a genius. Like it's a soccer anime. It's about soccer anime and manga. So these people go into like a crucible for soccer players to where they're
Oh,
trying to
okay.
find the best soccer players under a certain age so they can put them onto the team Olympics or some nonsense. I don't know. I'm not disrespecting it. I'm just saying that we don't have the same system in America. So like my feelings of it are different, but I understand the depth of how they care, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like we just have a different like the high schoolers wouldn't be like, oh, we're in a crucible. They'd be like, no, they just pick the best people on the teams.
Yeah.
And 12
Can
of
you
them
kind of
got
play?
cut.
If you can kind of play, then you can probably play in high
You could
school.
probably play. Yeah,
I mean,
there's
I
billions
played.
of
I played. It was,
hun-
I was
hun-
fine.
yeah, hundreds of baseball teams, and if you're the top four in your position, you get invited to the thing in America, and then two of you will get cut, and that's how it goes. In this, they invite the best players into a crucible to where
Okay.
like every day and every week they're training and slowly weeding them out. It turns into like kind of like a reality show. They're not
Yeah.
people aren't watching it, but that's how reality shows work, where they're like, oh, to this today we're giving them cabbage. Who's gonna survive on that kind of nonsense?
But
So,
if it's,
anyways,
that's still
Neji,
a cool POV. Like, of
it is
course,
a
it's not
cool
what the people are
POV.
seeing through the camera, but you're seeing it's like the reality show about a reality show, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So,
and these people live it. So like, you see it in their it's their dreams. They're 14, 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old people or whatever. And this guy Neji is a genius, like a soccer genius, a savant, to where other people, he's not the main character, but to where other people are just like all their life they're like, "Oh, we tried so hard." And he's like, "Oh, I haven't trained. I don't train that much." Like I think he starts training eventually, but like he got there
he's Bo
because
Jackson.
yeah, he's Bo Jackson, bro.
Just
Like where you're just
faster,
like,
stronger, doesn't have to train. And
yeah,
he's just better than you because God made him that way. Sorry.
God made him that way. It must suck to play against Samson. And you're like,
Yeah.
it does suck to play against
It's not
Samson.
fun.
I can't do anything but confirm that this is the worst. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so everything he does is aura farming because he doesn't care. This is likely, I don't know where this is exactly, but it's likely that he scored a goal on some person that trained their whole life
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
put their whole life on the line to stop it. And he scored a goal on them while he was thinking about a video game or whatever he's thinking
Yeah.
about, like some food. And he just scored and moved on, and everyone's jumping on him, being like, "Yeah!" Or it could be after where he got real serious, and he's like, "I'm going to make this happen." And now
Yeah.
he's
Put the
terrifying
team on his
because his
back.
hard work
Yeah.
and
He's
skill.
actually
Yeah,
trying.
both of
Yeah.
them are crazy though. Like there's a devastating part to me if a genius of hard work and a genius of natural ability works hard, to where I'm like, I consider myself a genius of hard work, or at least a hard worker, and I can't catch up to a genius and a genius
No.
of hard work, right? Like
And there are people like
it's
that.
like
I know that's not the American way or whatever, but some people they're just better. They're just better at something. And it just kind of is what it is.
you're
And yeah. And if
yeah.
they, and there's maybe a special type of aura farming for that to where you just know, like that dude's too talented. There's just too much skill. And, Bo Jackson's what comes to mind. Bo Jackson or
Yeah.
maybe Herschel Walker, but like Bo Jackson, where he was just, go watch
Oh
the
yeah.
30 for 30. He's just the best for no reason, you know?
Only
And
reason he stopped is because his legs popped.
yeah,
That was it.
he tore his hip, but
ACL or whatever,
um,
right? Yeah.
I love how this example. I love this example because it's not the typical action thing. I bet
Shooting
there's a way to
lasers.
aura farm.
Yeah.
You can aura farm in romance. You can aura farm in like a documentary. It's a great just like narrative device that can transcend genres. And when that dude looks up from or whatever, and the hair's in his eye, and he kind of throws it, like that's aura farming.
That's
Like,
aura farming. Real
in
life
a romance.
conversations of this is Michael Jordan aura farmed every time he stepped on the basketball court.
Yep.
Not, I don't even, he just stared at the person and went, I don't care if we were friends, you're dying
Yep.
today. And
Yep.
you looked at him and said, why did you say I'm dying? I'm dying. I'm dying. And
And
he
from the
went, you're
second he's
dying.
walking down the tunnel, he
He's
knows that you're
thinking,
watching him, and he's already met. He's messing with your brain when
they
he
played
walks
the
down.
same
The
song in
way
the
he
90s.
walks, the
Yeah.
way he
Dong, dong,
walks.
dong, 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 dong,
Yeah,
dong.
and
And
now
you'd
you
be
got the
like,
music
oh
behind it.
shit. And
This is
and the
not good.
fog and lasers, and
Yeah,
you're like, this is
that's
not,
aura farming.
I thought we're playing basketball. What's
It's a
happening?
real thing. It's a real
Yeah,
thing, and it's a
you know,
strategy, and it works. And the same
it
impact it has
works.
on Michael Jordan's like opponent. That's the same impact you're going to have on the reader, or you're going to have on your
Yeah.
audience, or the one character is exerting over another. It's just it's a
Hmm.
power play. It's a power play.
It's a power play. All of it is chess. So I like that one a lot. Thanks for bringing him up. He's a fun one. Who did we not do? We didn't do.
We got one more, last one.
Oh, I see him. I
This is
see
just
him.
like a just.
Oh, this guy's
You
a
all remember
problem.
that scene where he shows up in Rogue One, and you've been waiting for him, and you hear him first, and you're like, oh no, 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 and it's all dark. He ignites a
And they
lightsaber,
don't
the
know.
only
They don't
source of
know.
light. And I mess around with
Yeah.
this when I'm writing. I care about light sources, and like
Hmm.
you can. I'm not trying to create a visual image because I'm not going to try to compete with something like that because that scene is like, but
Yeah.
but you can say like he's backlit like he's just a shadow backlit by the fire or whatever, and the reader's going to get that, or vice versa. He's front lit by his lightsaber, and that's the only source of light. You can quickly throw that out, front lit by red
Mhm.
light or whatever, something. The red light of his lightsaber, the only source of light in the constrained like chamber. Terrifying, and if you can drop that visual image, it's just like, oh my gosh. But that's what you're trying to create, is that.
That's what you're trying to create. I
And
had
these
this cool
guys are
thought.
screwed. They're
They're
so
screwed.
screwed.
What you said made me think of like what a cool writing tool it would be to George R. Martin it, get to this point and then change perspective to one of these guys and make it a horror film
Yeah.
of Aura kill. Like,
Well, that's what they're doing in that scene. That
that's
the
what they're
camera
doing.
is
That's
doing
visually what they're doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
They've changed it from being like, hey, this good stuff's happening. We're taking care of things. Things are good. And they go, guys, get out of here. I'm a man or a woman and a strong person. I'm a friend. I will defend
I'm gonna
the
hold them
people I
off, and then
care about,
I'll
my
follow you in a
family.
second.
Hold the line. And everyone closed the door. They say, you're the best, Mark. And I'm like, no problem, Sam. I'll be there soon. And then you guys close the door, and I'm like, I left off in a cool way.
Oh no.
This
No,
is
no, no,
going
no,
to be
no, no,
the.
no, no,
Oh
no.
no, I shouldn't have
Or
done
what
this.
is that? What the heck is that?
Yeah, the
That's
thought
a
of
weird
being like,
sound.
I've made the concept of characters being so sure that they're doing the right thing. We're both Christians. You're a pastor too, but like the concept of characters changing their not their faith, but their understanding of what they're doing, if that makes
Yeah.
sense, is so
Yeah.
powerful. Of aura farming, like someone saying, like you said, Bane, do you feel in control? The guy said on the plane, I'm rich, I'm the man, everyone listens to me, and he said, do you feel in control? And he went, I
I
don't.
don't.
And
Yep.
everything changed.
His whole
That's what aura
belief
farming
system
is.
shut down on itself
Shut
from
down.
that. From that.
Yeah. Am
And
I in
yep.
control? Am I powerful? Am I the man? Yes. No.
Oh, and that
No.
it's got to dawn on you first, and then the end comes, and that's what kind of
Yeah.
completes the tension of that. And that's what you feel in this moment, is like, I'm a soldier, I'm tough, like I'm gonna hold the line, like
Doing it for
we've
my
had a
family.
victory, and then bam, and in that moment when he lights that thing up, and you face that Sith Lord, then you find out what you actually are.
Yeah.
you're
All
you're not what you thought.
you ain't that guy. You ain't that guy, my G. You're
You're
not that guy.
just, yeah. And there's a reason why that perspective is not from Darth Vader's POV, because
Yeah.
that's
Because it would be
boring.
weak.
Boring.
It'd be
But
boring.
you flip that,
He
and
would look at them as children.
you feel that horror, and that just like realization, and you feel what it's like, and that's the power of that scene, and it's incredibly, it delivers on everything you want it to deliver on.
Yeah.
So
That's
so
the
that,
best.
and then of course and then it's an afterthought. Like, the best part of that scene is that realization, right? Which is cool, because in a
Yeah.
book I can make that all come across. But then, and then he does all the stuff, and it's like, oh my gosh, that's so great. But really, the coolest part of that scene is the vibes.
I
The
think I
vibes.
think bad guys are the best aura farmers. Just
No
like a
doubt.
general
No
thing,
doubt.
like because
No
bad
doubt.
guys get to say to you, "I'm going to kill you," and you go, "You and what army?" And they go, "No, I don't need an army." And you're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, they're going to kill you. They're going to kill
And then you
you."
have the camera. What is it? Where everything else like fades into the background, it zooms in,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
you're just
Everything is in
alone. Yeah.
alone,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and
No,
what a
no, no,
cool
no, no,
scene
no,
if
no,
you
no.
if you pull that thing and then they're alone in darkness, but in that internal mental darkness, film wise, you can hear people being destroyed by Darth Vader just around you.
Yeah.
He knows what's happening to you. He's letting it happen while he finishes the rest of them. I don't know. There's
Yeah.
just an extra layer, and then you
Yeah,
finally
dude.
come out, and he goes, "What army?" And you're like,
Oh no, 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 no. Yeah. But this is such a cool narrative device. This was a total blast putting this together.
"Yeah,
We've got another one coming up. It's probably gonna feature, like Storm, Wonder Woman, some of these
oh, for
moments.
sure."
So we're gonna put our heads together and work on another list. And maybe try to be a little faster. We always shoot for 40 minutes, but hour and 10. What do you think,
Yay!
algorithm? Maybe
Bang,
we
bang,
worked
bang,
extra
bang,
hard,
bang.
algorithm. We tried harder this
Two,
time. So we
200
gave up more of
subs
our
went to
day.
198.
Yeah. So we got 200 subs. We're excited. Hey, share our videos with your friends. help support a couple little authors who are gonna make it because we're finding you, and we're excited about that, genuinely. But anyways, this was a blast, and I guess we can sign off, man. Don't you think?
I think so. Yeah, you said it.
Sounds good. Well,
Well,
get ready. Part
I'm
2's
Mark.
coming one of these days. Mark signing off, and Sam. Until next time, my friends. All right, bro, check this out.